This presentation is a review of the elements of fiction. Stories actually have two types of setting, physical and chronological. Geographical location, such as London or Wyoming, socioeconomic characteristics, such as the wealthy suburbs, and a specific building, such as a prep school or farmhouse, are types of physical setting. The time period, such as the Civil War or present day, is the chronological setting. Round characters are convincing and true to life. They have many different and sometimes even contradictory personality traits. Dynamic characters undergo some type of change or development in the story, often because of something that happens to them. Flat characters are stereotyped, shallow, and often symbolic. They usually only have one or two personality traits. Static characters do not change in the course of the story. In literature, as in real life, we can evaluate characters three ways: what the individual says, what the individual does, and what others say about him or her. Some characters are classified as protagonist and antagonist. The protagonist is the main character. The antagonist opposes the main character. The plot is the series of events that form a story. This diagram may help you understand how the plot progresses. The exposition is the start of the story. The rising action is the series of conflicts and crises in the story that lead to the climax. The climax is the turning point. It is the most intense moment. This can be either mentally intense or an intense action. Falling action is all of the events which follow the climax. The story resolution is the conclusion of the story. Two types of conflict are possible: external and internal. Types of external conflict include human versus human versus nature, and human versus society. Internal conflict might not seem as exciting as external, but remember, real life has far more internal than external conflicts. There are two distinctly different types of point of view, and each of those two types has two variations. In the first person point of view, the story is told by a character within the story using the pronoun I. If the narrator is the main character, and remember the main character is also known as the protagonist, then the point of view is first person protagonist. If the narrator is a secondary character, the point of view is first person observer. In the third person point of view, the story is not told by a character, but by an invisible author using the third person pronoun he, she, or it to tell the story. If the third person narrator gives us thoughts of characters, then the narrator is omniscient. If the third person narrator only gives us information which could be recorded by a camera and microphone, no thoughts, then the narrator is dramatic or limited. Simply put, a symbol is something which means something else. Frequently, it is a tangible, physical thing which symbolizes something intangible. Water may represent cleanliness and renewal, for example. The theme usually contains some insight into the human condition, telling something about humans and life. The theme is the result of the entire story. It is the main idea the author of the story wants the reader to understand and remember. The theme will be the focus of your short story research. It is possible for more than one theme to exist within a story. Many of you will discover this through your research.